I'm supposed to be drawing 6 pages a day, not 6 pages a week. Hey, welcome back. This is Cetriya, Cetriya, and today I'm just going to review week 1 of my sketchbook a month challenge, self-challenge, self-improvement, however you want to call it. And right off the bat, I definitely know that I have not kept up to it too much. I think I'm still just kind of recovering from being so sleepy and tired lately. And of course the weather is not really helping it, but that's all excuses, right? Right. So the actual pages starts about here. So I've already used about 10, I want to say about 6 to 10 pages of this sketchbook. And 6 to 10 pages is not really that much of a problem. I'm not going too much of a hard and fast rule, but I'm definitely behind because technically I'm supposed to go 6 pages per day. It's not per se that I don't have stuff to do. I actually have a number of projects to work on to get done and plenty of things to actually fill the sketchbook. It's just, coming up to the desk and sit down and work on it. So anyhow, we're gonna get right into it. The first page that I did is basically the story. As I mentioned, it's one of the things that I do is I'll write notes and stories, especially if I'm doing some kind of color on the next page and I don't want to waste pages. So that's pretty much it. Some preliminary thoughts of the character. He ended up changing. Next page up is right here is a sort of rough work of color blocking for the concept design, and of course these guys are going to take up even more pages and this fill a sketchbook a month kind of thing. And I have to say, as I'm working on it, I get in a sort of like flow state and start just wanting to crank out stuff one after the other. But more on this story on another day. I would like to get working on this. This is part of the light novel story, but I also have another comic story that I need to work on. As I mentioned before, you definitely need to keep to your gestures. That's how you get, that's how you improve your poses, improve your anatomy, your proportion, size, and things like that. And again, because they're not really that important, I went ahead and drew on the next page with Crayola markers, which doesn't bleed like alcohol markers. Then I have right here is, of course, my chibi characters that I want to do for the channel. I want to have like chibi art, and she's closer to what I'll end up costuming as or dressed up as when I'm at the conventions. And this is the color chart for the shuttle markers that I've done 2 kind of like overview reviews, kind of demonstrations with them. And that's basically all the colors that it has. I really wish that I like that it has plenty of like warm grays, but I really wish, like you can see right here, the last 3 blues are exactly the same. I really wish they had more pastel colors. They're obviously lacking in any sort of purple and pinks, have a lot of greens and a lot of browns. Weird. Anyhow, next thing I have right on here is a preliminary sketch for a zine that I'm working on, and more on that later when these things come out. And you can see right here that I have a couple of like blank pages, and this is basically a template for me to do the pencil work for Cross Star chapter 3. And I figured if I did the pencils like this, for one thing, I've been really tired and not going back to the computer after I spent the whole day at work, and I'm just thinking maybe, including and filling in the sketchbook, that I can go ahead and do the pencils here. And I will probably get into that tomorrow, which is Sunday at the time of this posting of this video. Oh, by the way, I do have a live stream on Sundays, 7:30, unless something happens. So I blocked those out. Eventually gonna get to that. Next page is, of course, a lovely little fan art. For most of my artistic life, I guess, I don't tend to do as much fan art. I don't know why. I just have so many ideas that I never get time to do so. But now that I'm actually forcing myself to draw even more, I definitely have some time to do so. And of course, this lovely gal just recently came out. This reminds me of yet another story that I have called Privilege. which deals with that kind of Victorian-esque style of clothing and stuff, and I figured, you know, it'd be fun to draw her out. I've yet to watch the first episode. Gonna get to that eventually, and I'll probably post up a speed paint of the full coloring process. And last up right here, we got this fancy sci-fi fellow. I feel that after Inktober, I'm still very strongly in a sci-fi binge, and that's pretty strongly what I'm going towards for this channel. I get a lot of influences in terms of composition and style and stuff for this thing. This guy is probably going to end up somewhat, well, much more modified, but this is the other comic story that I was talking about that I'm hoping to pitch for a scholarship, or I guess art scholarship or whatnot. And his design is actually based on this drawing that I did for Anime Boston. Unfortunately, I didn't get into that convention. Man, is that tough. And let me see if I can get it actually. Yeah, a previous older drawing, and it's this kind of like amalgamation of this character, and I'll probably end up just changing him out. I do definitely gonna modify him out some more, and more on that comic later, but I just all of a sudden decided to draw this. I haven't actually written out the story. I get a feel for the story, but yeah, I ended up with exploding planets. For you guys, a quick little bit, just a reminder that I am currently running a giveaway of some of my older how to draw comic books. If you would like to potentially put your name in the hat to get one, just please check out the video, and it'll be a link in the description or tagged onto the end card. Anyhow, I'll be signing off. This is Cetriya, Cetriya, and I hope to see you in the next video.